All views and opinions expressed in this podcast are personal and do not necessarily reflect those of any sponsors or affiliates. Any discussion of alleged events or crimes is opinion only and not verified fact. Content is for information and entertainment purposes only. Listener and viewer discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 22 of the Billy Joe podcast. My name is Billy.
I'm Joe.
Guys, good to have you back. We're back for another week, but before we do start, I do need you guys, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Billy Joe podcast. Follow our Instagram at the Billy Joe podcast. Make sure you click that little bell, put your push notifications on so they can see everything whenever our videos drop and our podcast drops. You get the notification and you don't miss out on anything. Joey, how are we?
Billy.
Good?
I'm well.
We've got an absolute belter today, bro.
Today's going to be a banger.
Today's a belter. Guys, back by popular demand.
Popular. Wow.
Back by popular demand. And I say it with the highest respect. This gentleman is the man behind the microphone. We have had him on before. He's our first round two?
Yeah, our first what do we call it?
I don't know, round two?
No, it wasn't round two. Part
Double
two. Part two.
He's our first part two.
Yeah.
The sequel. Ladies and gentlemen, this man needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway. Mr. John Alten, welcome to the podcast again, my friend.
Thank you for having me again.
Brother, it is an absolute pleasure to have you back.
He's beaming.
Hey, he's pumped.
Brother, I wasn't like this before, like 3 seconds ago. Eh?
When I told him, look, John's booked in for part two.
Yeah.
You should have heard him.
He flew back from his holiday
Okay,
quick enough.
He was like a giggling schoolgirl.
Right, there's a reason why, yeah?
Look,
Let's address the elephant in the room.
let's go straight into it, right?
Let's address the elephant in the room, Joey.
So let's recap part one. It absolutely blew up, yeah. In many ways.
In a lot of ways, actually. Good, bad, ugly, indifferent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
So
mayhem.
let's start with the positives, right?
Definitely. Definitely.
John's socials blew up.
Absolutely.
People reaching out to you. Is that right?
Yeah, several private messages, yeah.
Yeah. And without going into too much detail, can you blanket the types of messages you were getting?
Anywhere from thank you for speaking up to we didn't know you went through it to, hey, from one specific gentleman, can you please come and help me?
Well,
Massive, bro.
wow.
So I think the thing out of that is this isn't the only podcast in Australia or the world that addresses, the subjects that we do or you guys do and when we did when I was on here last.
Yep.
And the sad thing is, if this little podcast, I say little for now, it's going to blow up, of course. If this little podcast can invigorate and conjure up a lot of feeling amongst the community, then I'm telling you, there are more people out there suffering than what we think.
Oh, 100%. How did you feel after it, John? After it's all said and done, after you walked out of the studio, how did you feel after it?
It was quite weird, different to the other podcasts I've been on, because this one was like, I know what demographic you guys target and where you reach out to, and we didn't touch on anything to do with the wedding industry or whatever the case may be.
We were meant to.
100%. But I think for me, I walked out of here thinking, OMG, did we say anything wrong? We don't want to say anything wrong. We don't offend. But the funny thing is, a lot of the things we spoke about then have either come to fruition since or have been touched upon since or people have done something because of what we said. So I think the more people speak about the things that somehow become taboo for some reason, the better we are.
Yeah, 100%. That was the positive side of things, right? And again, I need to make it clear, we're not here to bash anyone. We're not here to put it on anyone. We're not standing on a pedestal pretending to be something and shitting on everyone else. It's just I need people to understand sometimes in the moment when a particular topic comes up, there might be some emotions, there might be some passion, and like I said, we run things off the cuff here. There's no notes. There's no book. We say it how we feel it in the moment. If anyone did get offended, I'm not sorry, because I didn't mean to offend you. If you've taken something personally, then maybe that's something you need to work on yourself. Because if you can get easily offended by what someone says, then there's something deeper going on. Now, the Santa Sabina clip.
Yeah. Are we allowed to say that name?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. Let's nothing.
Mate, they can ring again.
They can call up again. Eh?
Because John received the phone call when that clip dropped. Is that correct?
So, and I've got some people that I know that go to that school, and all I said was, and all that was pretty much the idea here was, we didn't see or hear, the parents stand up for anything, and that's what I said. I'm pretty sure I said that. 100% sure I said that. But look, just on that, the kudos to them, right? The funny thing is, I received I'll come back to the kudos to Santa in a second. I received a call from a very close friend of mine from overseas, living in Dubai at the moment. And he said to me,
Dubai. Okay.
He said to me, you guys have got it wrong. The parents stood up. I said, great. I said, please, hey, show us.
Show me.
There's no issue. Let us know, and we'll make sure it's corrected. But I think the cool thing out of this is that this young girl was never forgotten and will never be forgotten. In fact, there was an event on the weekend in her honor, in her name, at her Dalton house, I think, and which again proves the reason why we mention.
Who put that event on, John?
I'm not totally sure. It could have been like the parents and friends, or it could have been the school itself. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it was the friends of the family with the family to show support, and I think make sure that nobody forgets exactly what happened.
That's a beautiful thing, bro.
Yeah. So
whoever it was, John, sorry to cut you off, but a massive congratulations needs to go out.
100%. And there's a flip side to that good thing happening, is that we also got a message from someone saying I shouldn't have mentioned the late Fred, and I specifically said to that person and to you, I said, well, nothing was said untoward, and the reason why I mentioned him was because he affected me, and I spoke to one of his cousins 2 days ago or 3 days ago, late last week, and I said, mate, look, I mentioned his name because he affected me growing up. I said, you do realize us growing up out of the same village, our parents are all close, we used to visit each other. And then here it is, a guy that you look up to, and I looked up to this particular guy. And he did, unfortunately, what he did, and that affected me. So that's why I speak about it. I'm not afraid to speak about stuff that is true. The detail as to what led to it, I will not ever disclose or say or mention. That's nothing to do with anybody, not even me. But what I will not be sorry for is mentioning people that have passed for reasons such as depression, anxiety, and bullying. So they're the things I will stand up for.
No, that's awesome, bro. And just doubling down on what you said, the person we did speak about had a big impact on the community as well. So that hence why we.
Well, so many people
reached out to message me as well. I was actually friends with the nephew and I had no idea, to be honest. I didn't know who the bloke was, but like that we spoke about on the podcast. But it's on the flip side, it's good to see the impact he had on the community, and it's still raw for some people.
100%, and you're never ever going to get 100% agreement with what you say.
Yeah, for sure, bro, for sure.
Let's put it out there. And we don't want 100% agreement, right?
No,
we don't want that.
No.
But what we do want is fruitful conversation.
Exactly.
Conversation in the right direction. And I say this to a lot of people, no matter what color, race, religion you are, there are certain denominators in life that will always affect us. Things like bullying, things like depression, things like anxiety, things like marriage breakups, things like arguments with your best friend. Those denominators will always be across every race, color, and creed. So whether you like it or not, whether you think we're wrong or right, then we appreciate your feedback nonetheless, right?
Absolutely.
I think we can agree on something though.
What's that?
From the start, we knew people aren't going to agree with us.
No, 100%.
And we don't care. We love it.
And I had to sort of backbone you on that one.
Yeah, I used to be bad on it.
Because he was like,
I was bad, John, bro.
Yeah, he was like, bro, can't put this out. you know, I know this guy, or I don't want to upset this community, or I don't want to upset this group. And I'm like, Bill, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You got to shake this off quickly, or this isn't for you.
100%.
Because I've been copping a bashing for the last 12 months.
Yeah.
A bashing, bro.
Yeah, bro. No, I see.
People shitting on me, people talking about me.
Well, bro, we've been doing this 4 or 5 months. Look at the shit. Look at the stuff we've gone through. You know,
There
I
you
can't
go.
imagine a year, bro.
The other clip that copped some backlash, and this one bothered me, was the clip about when you were mentioning teachers
Oh, yeah.
and then diagnosing
the student.
your friend's kid. What I couldn't understand, again, these teachers, and I say this with all due respect, and let me tell you, we're not one to delete messages. If you come and smack me and hammer me, I guarantee, look, go through our comments, go through YouTube.
We leave them.
Go through TikTok.
Yeah.
Go through Instagram. I cop a belting. We do, but more me.
I think everyone knows it's you, bro.
Like I had one guy tell me, bro, why don't you shut the F up and let the guest talk? Like we're there, we want to listen to the guest, not to you.
Right.
Right? And
That's fair enough.
that's fair enough.
Yeah,
and I
that's
go to
not
him, I go,
bad.
look, mate, I don't have training in media.
Sure.
Right? So I'm gonna learn. So thank you for your feedback, and I'll work on shutting the fuck up. No problems.
Good response.
We had some comments,
Then we've like even one today which I loved. The one today I loved it. Guy sends me a message, Joe, I love what you and Bill do. Massive supporter. Rah rah rah. Can you please drop the
Stop using the
stop using the word sick C.
see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I said I stopped and I thought for a second. I go, do we say that? I'm like, you know what? We do.
We do, bro.
So I messaged him back and I actually screenshotted his response and I actually posted it.
Yep.
And I said, I apologize.
Owned it.
I apologize to the ladies out there that did get offended because we're not just a men's mental health podcast, right? We want to cover and we want to cater for everyone. I don't want to lose our female audience. And if my language is going to put that at risk, then I apologize. And I did say, I won't use this word anymore. Bill won't use this word anymore. No problems. We've got no issue with the negative feedback. But we were actually getting attacked by these teachers that took it personal.
Right.
It was like we singled them out to say, you're all shit.
No. I'm gonna clear that up very, very quickly. Again, for all the teachers out there, I'm gonna say, hand on heart, I think the respect factor for teachers is undervalued, right? I think we expect our kids in their care to be treated as though it's their kids. We can't do that.
Yeah,
I'm going to be very clear about that, and that is teachers are undervalued,
underpaid.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, mate, learning the other day what some principals are earning rather than the teachers earning the money is a bit of a bit. I was reading $563,000.
Oh wow!
For one of the private schools for a principal. Hey, that's good.
That's NRL player money, bro.
Yeah.
So,
but how much is a teacher getting?
I don't know.
Well, I know for a fact entry level is 60 or 65K, bro.
So I think us clearing this whole thing with the teachers out there, we're not shit canning you all or any of you really. All we're saying is, and look, and I learned a few things after the last discussion, and a couple of teachers mentioned it to me, and they said, well, we're trained to look for inadequacies or deficiencies in children that are not catching up to or not in line with the rest of the class.
Oh well.
So I get that, but the question there for me is, why are they even taught that to begin with? Then, it dawns upon you that, you know what, in a class of 30 or 20, this particular teacher can't be a singular source of inspiration for every single kid. They can be, but there is going to be one or two kids that are going to be left out and not move on with at the same pace. I get that. And look, but it just got my goat that the first thing they said was ADHD.
But I want to clear something up. let's talk about professions as a whole now.
Yep.
Yeah. Is every Lebo builder dodgy?
No,
No, let's be real.
no, 100% not.
No. Okay. So,
Absolutely not.
is there dodgy ones out there?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Right.
Like anything really, to be honest.
In the police force, is every police officer there to protect and serve?
Fuck no.
No, they are there to protect themselves.
No,
but
they are, but
Do they?
But is there individuals out there that let the badge down?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Look, look, you've made a couple of good points, but that's across every single industry.
But
every
that's what
profession.
I'm saying. So when we bring up a teacher,
Yeah.
this is a lived experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when we talk about that experience, right, and I said it to one of the girls that was coming at me, this teacher, lovely person, and I hope she is still a follower and a supporter of this program, because I wasn't attacking her. It was actually an educated debate. So when I had a view about teachers,
Yeah.
my brother grew up with dyslexia.
What?
Yeah,
Really? Really?
yeah. But
You don't think that now?
it was never, well, no. Like, he's a successful entrepreneur. Let's not even talk dollar value, right? Very successful.
No, 100%. That's why I'm shocked.
But never picked up while he was at school. At school, he was told flat to his face,
Mm.
drop out, you're dumb.
Oh.
This is a teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, teacher said that.
Yeah.
Not the kids.
No.
Oh, fuck, bro.
And this is what people need to understand. And teachers, when we're talking about teachers, we're talking about a experience.
Mm.
We're not putting a
The
whole
whole-
blanket over the whole
no,
industry.
No, definitely not.
Anyway, so
Definitely not. And look, and there are a lot of schools there that that are in the right position and in the right frame mind. Look, and going back to when my son was bullied at school, I'll give kudos to this particular school, and I want to mention them. St. Patrick's Catholic Primary over at Mortlake.
Yeah.
Okay, so my boys go there. The principal is one of these people who knows everyone's names, knows what car every parent drives. And a lot of the teachers are very good at what they do, right? When the whole bullying thing came up, it was game on for them.
They didn't turn a blind eye.
No way.
Yeah, good.
Absolutely not. And I've got to give them a bigger rap a year down the track, and that is because, or 9 months down the track, and that is because they've kept at it. And out of nowhere, the kid that was bullying my son is now his friend.
Oh, beautiful.
yeah, wow. What an update that is.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
very good, bro.
Which is
Hey.
look, and Ben, I'm always update. I'm trying to update myself with my boys, and then that's what we could do as parents, right?
Yeah.
We're got to stay in the know. Technology is moving a lot quicker than what it did when we were younger, right? And I'll give kudos to the school here, because they kept at it. They did things with the kids in the playground that was a bit different. They mentioned to them both, the idea of what bullying is, what it can do. So you got to give kudos where kudos is due.
Absolutely.
Is every school complicit in things like this? Yeah, but it's horses for courses, and as parents, we've got to stay vigilant and alert to all these things, and we've got to be fair. And when things happen, right, we've got to call it.
Of course.
And
100%.
I'm calling St. Pat's Catholic Primary School in Mortlake for going the extra yard.
They could have just not done nothing about it, bro. Could have just told you what you want to hear and
100%.
You know what I mean? That's awesome, bro.
100%. So kudos to them.
Beautiful.
Amazing. St. Pat's in Mortlake.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys.
Massive shout out. Well done. Okay.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty, eh, Joey?
Jonathan.
The stuff we fucking should have mentioned before.
No, but hang on. I got one more thing I got to ask
Talk
you.
to us, brother.
Wasn't there you mentioned something to me last time that I did for you, or I helped you with, and we never got to that, Joe.
You said he's done a lot for you, and you
Yeah.
don't know how.
Oh, yes,
and we never touched on it.
All right, so
And you almost got me blushing there. So
I'll paint the picture for you. We were DJing a wedding. It was at La Montage.
Yep.
The band was playing, so it was just after dinner. We've done the slow dance.
Yep.
I've done you only get 15 minutes as a set. when there's lebos involved.
Yeah, true.
You
No,
no,
bro.
you
I'll get a bit more than that.
I get
Yeah, more than
I used to get 15 minutes, not every time.
You probably had 3 singers that night.
You know what I mean? But yeah, they've snuck in a singer.
No,
So they've
John,
they've
John
taken
makes
away.
me play.
They've taken away from my set.
Yeah, fuck him. He can play.
Yeah. Bro,
He gets paid $3 grand a night.
But I
Come on,
burn.
man.
Do not disclose that information.
But I used to burn. Whether I was getting paid $1,000 or
Am I-
$300.
You wanna get into it?
Absolutely, bro.
Mate, you can.
Go
I'm
ahead.
Is that
on,
okay?
I'm on a booze band, bro, so you can.
Cheers.
Guys, I'm on a booze band, as
Cheers,
you can
John.
see.
I'll drink
Yeah.
on your behalf.
Cheers.
There you go.
Absolutely. But as John takes his sip, I play my 15-minute set and then I go outside and then John's sitting on a couch in the foyer. So I sit down next
Can we
to him.
say which reception, just so I can get a vision?
It did.
Yeah, La Montage.
Oh, sorry, okay.
Yeah, but it was in the room.
Yeah.
So see, as you walk in through the doors,
Yeah.
then you got a room. You go up the stairs.
Up the stairs, yeah.
It was the one on the bottom to the left.
Bottom left, yes, okay.
Right.
The smaller one.
Yeah, the smaller
Yeah.
one. I have a seat next to John, and just to refresh everyone's memory, this is what was said in the episode last time we had John here.
No, we had a D&M a while ago.
Oh, okay.
Joey and I.
Yeah.
I was going to bring that up,
A while ago.
and he remembered. So I was going through something in life at that moment, and
How long ago was this, Joey?
2018,
Okay.
2019.
Seems longer than that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was a couple of years just before
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah.
And mate, I was done. I was done, Bill.
Like with life?
Life. I was done with the hits. I was lost, and my biggest thing was I thought I was gonna have my shit sorted much quicker than what I had it.
In life in general?
Life in general.
Yep.
I was still carrying the trauma of not making it in league. That no one knew. No one knew.
Yeah.
No one knew about that. And I was carrying around this stigma that I'm too old, right? And this is the mistake everyone makes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too old. Like I've missed the point where you're meant to have your shit together and be successful.
You thought there was a timeline?
There's a timeline.
Like a rule book where you have
Yeah.
to have A, B, and C, yeah. No.
And that came from our culture.
Yeah.
Finish year 12, get a
Yeah.
good mark, go to uni, get your degree, find a girl, get married, buy a house, have kids,
The status quo?
and work for the rest of your life, right? That really, really put me in a hole mentally.
And that's the wiring we spoke about last
Yes.
time.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
So, and at that time, I was a massive part of it where it was getting in the way of my marriage. My poor Josie. Made her life tough as well. And I was just done. I was done. I was actually ready to walk.
Did it actually get to you that bad, bro?
Yeah. And I knew if I walk, because my dad, God rest his soul, my mum, God love her, they adore Josie, adore her. And I knew if I walk, I'm going to lose them because I would never have backed that decision.
Yep.
And I was talking to John, and John just looked at me like the biggest fuckwit. And I actually felt like one. And he goes, okay, it's great you feel this way, but what have you done to try to fix this? Have you tried? And then I stopped for a second and I thought, no, I haven't tried. I'm kicking cans thinking that everyone's supposed to know this is how Joey feels. This is what I'm going through.
Yeah.
You need to feel sorry for me. You need to be there for me. It was a typical victim mentality.
Was John the first person you've ever
First
spoken
person.
to? You've ever opened
And
up
you know what? And John, let's be honest. I've known you for decades. We have a mutual connection where he's very close to my brother-in-law and my sister.
Mm.
So the love and respect was always there.
Yep.
I'm very close with his brother Peter, right? Like, yeah, the connection was there, Bill. But we've never hung out. We've never gone to dinner. We were never mates.
It was a very good working relationship.
It was a great
Very
working
good
relationship,
working
but that's all it was. And other than my name and that I'm Gladys's brother, did you really know much about me, John?
Zero.
Nothing. And I don't know why. And this guy comes back to, now that I think of it, what we're doing,
Yeah.
us three here. Like, you've opened up your DMs to randoms and you're there for them.
I think
Why? Can you answer me a question?
Sure.
Why do we find it easier
Mm-hmm.
to talk to someone that's not as close and open up to? And I wasn't short of any male figures in my life,
Yep.
John, at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I could have gone to anyone. I could have gone to my brother who I'm close with. But I chose to go to you. Can you answer as to why I did that?
I think God made you do that. You've got to give thanks to God
Amen.
in a patch of your life. Now, I'm not God's right hand or one of his. I'm just a soldier.
You are, bro.
As if God gives me, and I think God's given me a apart from the gift of presenting in my voice, and I think the bigger gift is trying to talk to people. I'm not going to claim I'm the richest guy out there, but I think the richness I can give you is probably my experiences and what I think they should mean to anyone, what they mean to myself, and maybe perhaps you look at those and think, you know what, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Had I not spoken to you that night, what would you have done? What would you have said?
Who knows?
You don't know.
So I'll tell you unequivocally, God will make us open up to the most random individual in your entire hemisphere.
Yeah.
Right? And upon doing that, you'll find out quickly who's who in the zoo.
I want to second what you said, Joey, to John as to why you spoke to him, bro. I'm gonna say it how it is, Mr. Alten.
Sure.
We've known each other for a very long time too, bro. I knew you when you were a little pup. Exactly right. Fuck.
Many moons ago.
Many moons ago. Fuck. Let's not show our age.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm sure you've heard it. You even said it yourself. People take you as a very arrogant guy.
Sure.
Up yourself, arrogant.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've heard it, bro. And I'm not gonna. But bro, whenever I hear that, I'm not saying it because I'm in your face. I say, bro, he's actually the easiest person to talk to. We touched on this in the last episode. They've probably come at you at a fucking very stressful time at a wedding, trying to get your attention, trying to talk to you. But me and you have also, you and myself have had moments, bro.
Absolutely.
I find you. I'm not just saying this because you're in front of me, bro. Bringing the knee pads out. Trust me, don't get me wrong. But I find you very easy. You tell me how it is. I'm sure you told Joey how it is.
Yeah.
You don't tell us what we want to hear. You tell us what we need to hear. And then one thing I want to mention to you as well. You're fucking solid, John. And I want to tell you how I know you're solid. Right, bro? There's no bullshit aside.
Yep.
You and me were at work one night. Well, it was pretty recent.
Yep.
Grateful Park or somewhere. I don't know. We're very recent.
Yep.
I was telling you what was going on with me. Then we got into the topic about the podcast. This is before you jumped on. We started mentioning Joey. Then I started saying, oh, yeah. Then I worked out the connection between you and Joey. And you mentioned to me, I love Joey. You said, I love Joey. You know, like I'm always here for him. This and that. And in my head, I'm like, bro, what the fuck's this guy talking to me? Like, this? Have I missed something? Did something happen? I didn't know he's had this talk. I go, then you said to me, I'll never forget it. He said to me, I guided Joey through something once. Use those words. I guided him. And me, being a fucking sticky beak straight out, I go, guided him with what? I swear to God. Do you remember? I said, guided him with what?
Typical podcaster.
Bro, you're one of my brothers, bro.
Yeah,
like I got him with what? Not to be like just because I cared. John, as much as the relationship me and him have, his name is as a little boy, still stood staunch and did not even open up his mouth and tell me exactly what the fuck we're talking about.
This is what I love about him.
I swear to God, bro.
Yeah.
And from that moment, like I said, I thought I had the upper hand here, bro. Because like I said, I've known him for a long time. He's known my family for a long time. I thought he's going to tell me. But he fucking stood staunch and he did not tell me, bro.
Well, he did it.
He did
20 minutes ago.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, exactly.
He told a banger story. Banger. Fuck.
Was that the one we're talking about?
And I go, bro, who was that? He goes, bro,
can't say.
You know what I mean? And that's this
man, him, bro.
Yeah, without getting the knee pads out, like Bill said, the integrity that you hold, John, is second to none. And we
I think society needs to reassess.
Yep.
And I think we need to move in a direction where we stop competing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, can I?
We stopped competing because let me tell you, look, marketing 101. You look at what your competitors are doing, but sometimes it just holds you back. So if I set the bar, we go back. We'll talk wedding industry for a second, right? We'll talk wedding industry for a second. If I set,
I want to talk about it for more than a second.
Yeah. if I set the bar, then that bar's set. Now, who's the bar set for?
Everyone else.
Don't say it's the wrong answer.
For you.
For me. Because when I set that bar, and I often got to take my own advice. Sometimes I get in the dumps and I think, fuck,
I can preach it, but I can't practice it.
what's going on?
Yeah.
I'm sitting at home and everyone else is working, but there's a reason for that. In Arabic, there's a word called subhanallah. Can you translate what that means?
Subhanallah.
That means...
How do you translate that, bro?
That's actually a good thing. How do you translate that?
Sabah means morning.
No, it's
technically, but it's not technically the translation.
So
but I'm trying to break it down.
It's like it means by God's grace.
Yes.
All right. So by God's grace, God says to me,
I was going to say, "Hey Siri."
By God's grace, correct.
All
yes.
right.
Yeah.
So, I get. There's a reason why I wasn't working. So last week, as an example, I wasn't working on a Saturday, but I was invited to a very important dinner, which I would have kicked myself if I didn't go. In a few weeks, I'm not working. There's a reason. My niece is getting her first Holy Communion.
It just works out, eh?
So God makes things work for me.
Amen.
You see, and this is what we've got to figure out real quick.
I'm the same, John. I not this was Salib touch wood. Not that it happens a lot.
Yeah.
The one odd weekend or the one odd night that I'll have off on a Friday or a Saturday, I feel like God will replace it for something that's far more important that will require me there too.
100%.
You know what I mean? And it just works out in that way.
100%. You and going back to what happened with you, for some reason God said, "Speak to John. You got nothing to lose, man. Speak to him. If he brushes 100%. you, then he's the arrogant prick that
far from it, bro.
That everyone thinks he is. But if he doesn't brush you, that means he cares. And my mentality is, if I can care about one, then I can care about two or three. Then that 1, 2, or 3 can then care about another 1, another 2, another 3. So all of a sudden, I've got 6 that we've looked after.
100%.
I've been that guy though. Like, back to people saying about your arrogance in inverted commas.
Sure.
I've been that guy to have a run-in with someone. I'll catch them at probably the worst possible moment, and then I'll say, "Oh fuck, that guy's a gronk, bro." Not that I'll talk bad about anyone, but I'll have that in my head. So next time I see him, he's actually stop and have a proper convo and hang out. Like,
yeah, because in that moment,
it's different. You know what I mean? And it happens a lot in our industry, bro.
Yeah,
it happens a lot.
I was having a conversation with my wife. She's always got me on my toes. Like,
yeah,
you gotta have a woman not behind you or in front of you, but by your side, who shoves you every now and says, "Come on, man, wake up to yourself."
Yeah,
right. And she does that for me. She does that for me. So when I was there for you, that particular day, and not that I've always remembered it and keep bringing it up to anyone. It's no one's business. But Rania is like that for me.
Wow.
So no matter how good I may be to, if I get 20 or 30 people to contact me saying, hey, we need help. We have someone doing that for us.
Yeah.
Or to us as well.
100%.
Right?
I feel the same.
But I go back to your faith, and I'm not going to say that my faith is the only faith. If you're of Islamic faith or Buddhist faith or whatever faith you may have, the God you believe in is the God that you trust. Let the process happen. And I'm telling you, it happens. It may not happen straight away. The roughness you're going through could be the rough road until you reach that nice highway taking you to where you think you should have been 10 years ago or 20 years ago. But there's a reason why you didn't get there. And I'll bring you up the example of Colonel Sanders. How old was he when he started KFC?
Yeah.
50 something?
40, in his 40s.
40?
How old was Jack Ma that did with Alibaba? Again, late. He got rejected from KFC. Time after time after time.
100%.
So the question, the answer is to anyone's, "Oh my God, I haven't made it." Well, made it to when? Made it to what? you're still alive, you're still breathing. Until God takes that breath away from you, then you got to keep kicking. And
Fuck.
I'm 50, 51.
Look at David, 21,
And
baby.
I got to tell you, I'm in the game. I'm hustling
There's still a lot more you want to achieve.
more than I was hustling in my 20s and
Yeah,
30s.
yeah.
I said that to I had this convo with my mate today, bro.
Yeah.
I'm spinning it that we're talking
But
about.
I just want to clarify to our community. I don't care if you're 40, 45, 50, 39, 35. If there's something you want to do and you're in that 9 to 5 role and you think I have to do it, it's too late, I've got a family, I've got a mortgage or I've got to pay rent, whatever it is, it's never too late. If there's something that's burning, that there's a burning desire inside of you and you want to do this,
Crack it, do it.
do it.
bro, look what we're doing. Look at us. We're a perfect example, bro. Like
100%. And I was having this convo with my very good friend Andrew just before we come out here. And we've landed 6 sponsors so far.
Yeah, I was reading that. Good on you guys. Congratulations.
thank you, bro. Appreciate
Well
it.
done.
Thank you.
And
Can I sponsor?
Should have
Mate,
surprised the guest, cuz you shouldn't have said anything. But anyway,
what is it?
you shouldn't have said anything. But anyway,
Why?
I don't know. We'll just
Nah.
do it all out there.
But in due time, you'll know who it is and who's jumped on board.
True.
But I was talking to Andrew and he was like, man, he was just mentioning like how things have progressed and where we're going and what my dreams are for our podcast. And I go to him, I go, Andrew, this is my passion. This is my why.
And just for everyone out there, these podcasts are not free. There is a producer sitting behind the wall over to my right.
Yep.
Who is making sure the levels are right, who cuts all the promos. So these guys are paying for the podcast out of their own pocket, up until this particular moment. So the passion thing, 100%. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree. And look, you mentioned sponsors. I got to tell you, there are good people out there. Yeah,
We've seen that.
there are some very cool, very generous people that I have come across in my last particular 12 to 24 months who have blown me out of the water.
Yeah.
In terms of sponsorship for events or for something, worthwhile.
And there's a lot of guys out there, they don't want anything in return.
100%.
If
Majority of our sponsors are like that, Joey.
if they believe in the cause,
Yep.
that's good enough for them to say, you know what, I just want to align myself with you.
They're on.
And they're on.
They're on.
Now, back to the juicy part. The wedding industry. Now, there's something I want to bring up with you.
No.
Are you ready? You've been waiting for this moment a long time, haven't you?
I'll tell you why, and I'll tell you why
Joey.
I can openly talk. You might find Billy holding back a bit, and I don't blame you, Billy. Obviously, he has an interest you need to protect.
I'm in it. Me, both John and myself are in
Even
it.
John himself. So for you to be talking about this,
Mm-hmm.
I understand it's very delicate.
Should I drink more?
Maybe,
Yeah. Dan, get the bottle.
Dan, the
I'm
bottle.
off the booze ban.
No,
I'm off the
it's-
booze ban, bro.
It's under the table. I got it. It's over here.
Get him the bottle,
I got it
but
I got it here. Right?
take the glass. He'll drink straight out of the bottle.
No. That's not good.
So I am, and if I push too hard, guys,
I'll pull you up, brother.
right, just let me know because I'm not in the industry anymore. So it's very easy for me to come really hard.
Well, bro, it's good to have everyone's opinion on
Yeah.
you. So it's good. People
And
say-
I'm gonna talk about why I left the industry. But before we get to that, John, I've known John Alten's style for years. And if anyone has been to an event that John has run, John has organized, John has designed, John has MC'd at, you will automatically know this is John Alten.
I wish I had him at my wedding, bro.
Yeah. Well, he dogged it.
No.
You dogged it at mine.
No, listen to this.
You were booked.
No.
Listen to
Hang
this.
on. Hang on.
Listen to this, bro.
No word of a lie.
You let me down, son. I'm joking.
No word of a lie.
Guys, listen to this. I'm pretty, yeah.
I will tell you. So hang on. Let's address you first. What
Yeah.
happened with you? I wasn't
No,
available.
you were booked.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But to him, he actually booked me.
Yeah.
And he actually paid me.
What the fuck?
Hang on. So John calls Billy.
Let's set the scene. John calls me. I'm in the Portos on the Hume Highway in Strathfield next to Messiah Lounge.
Yeah.
I'm in that drive-through.
Yeah.
What day was it? Was it the
I was getting married on the Sunday. You ring me on the Thursday.
So I ring him and I say, Billy,
We have a problem.
listen, I'm not gonna bullshit to you. I'm in hospital. I can't do your wedding.
Oh, you were in hospital.
I thought it was joking.
I said, no, but the reason why nobody believed was, what do you mean? What do you mean? What's wrong? Like he's trying to figure out if I'm steering
Because you run amok as well, John. Yeah.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Or probably could have got a better job that paid more.
I would
Not you, but I'm saying it happens in the industry.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
dangle the carrot to some people, they're cancelling it. I didn't think that of
100%.
him.
My next response to him was, bro, I've had a heart attack. He goes, no. I said, I swear to God, I'm in hospital. They won't let me out. I'm punching on with them. I felt okay, but I wasn't. I had a heart attack in 2016.
16, yeah.
In mid-November. And the heart attack was caused by a blockage in one of my arteries caused by a blood clot. And so that
10 years ago almost, bro.
10 years this year.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is I was more disappointed about missing doing his wedding than I was sitting in the hospital.
Yeah, yeah. Can I ask you, John?
Sure.
Were you married to Rania at the time?
Yeah, she was 2 weeks away from giving birth.
Yeah, bro.
3 weeks away.
Wow.
So
Do you know what brought it on? Or was this just stress from over the years? Or
no, it was a traveling blood clot. So I think what happened with me was I had varicose veins.
Yeah.
So long story short, they were ripped out of my leg, and I travelled for work for 2 years straight, never wore compression socks. And the doctor at the time was a leading doctor in varicose veins, and I'm not going to name him because it's not worth
Gets you nowhere.
Yeah, absolutely right. And but when you rely, we go back to this thing, when you rely on a professional to give you advice, you listen to them, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So he didn't tell me to wear compression socks. So I would travel for 2 years. I was at the gym one day and I felt like someone shot me in the back of the leg, and I stopped running. And this guy who's a gym junkie, big guy, goes, mate, you've got a blood clot. I go, yeah, come on, bro, come on. He goes, no, you got blood clots, 100%. I said, what do you mean? He
You're running on the treadmill.
He goes, the
bang.
way you stopped, he goes, that's not normal. I went to the doctors. They found I had 4 blood clots, 2 in the DVT and 2 outside the DVT. And inside the DVT is where it's most dangerous because that's where it travels to most parts of your body. What the hospital couldn't understand is how it traveled from my leg to my chest.
Fuck.
So they wouldn't let me leave the hospital. And it was a weekend of...
So who did you replace?
We replaced someone.
We
got someone.
Okay. Anyway.
So then the guy who owns the venue saw me a month later. He goes, I gotta talk to you. I said, yeah, what's up? He goes, that story you spun about you and Billy B, you being in hospital. Did you actually have a heart attack?
Who said that's you?
The owner of the venue.
Oh, the venue. Yeah. Yeah, bro. And I'll give him shit about it now. I go, fuck, you had to have a heart attack. The fuck, a weekend.
And I swear to God, he's DJ'd nearly every wedding that he's close to. And I've emceed it.
Yeah, bro.
And he's the only guy out of that crew that I've not emceed his wedding.
Oh, well.
Yeah, bro. Like, John's family, bro. Like, I'm telling you, John knows my cousin, my cousin's cousin, my mum's cousin. Like, everyone knows him, bro. Like, he's family to us.
So it was difficult.
Yeah, bro.
But I got to tell you, the day I walked out of the hospital, I went for a walk and I bawled my eyes out.
Fuck, bro.
Bawled. Like, I'm telling you, fucking bawled. I'm tearing up now.
I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to upset you.
No.
What brought that on?
Being thankful. Could you imagine leaving your wife 2 weeks pregnant, 3 weeks out from giving birth?
Brother, you were 41 years old. You were young.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that.
Yeah. So,
Bro.
So again, I'll say to you, some people will say, oh, if your God was a good God, he wouldn't. No, my God's good because he got me out of the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then what has John got to do? Make life adjustments. What you eat, what you drink. Drinking the single malt is not gonna be a bad thing. But
not overdoing it.
I was walking along. I was down a Cabarita, I think it was, and I just bawled my eyes out. because I was so relieved and thankful that I was still alive. I'm going to see my son. I didn't know it was going to be a boy, but
Wow.
you see,
But when you had the heart attack, John,
Mm.
was that wasn't at the gym? Was it? That was you had it at the hospital. Or you had it at the gym as well.
I was at home. No, I had it. Sorry, I had a catch up with a guy from church, and look how it all happens. Yeah,
Yeah, I know there's a story to it, bro. That's
look
what I'm asking.
on our, and God's hands is in every single scenario.
Yep.
Right. I had a meeting with this guy, and as I'm sitting there, it's like somebody clubbed me in the chest with a hammer.
Oh well,
He goes, "What's wrong?" I said, "I think it's my shoulder blades, man. I can't. Something's
you're
wrong."
not thinking heart here.
Not thinking, me, 41, I'm at the gym sometimes.
Yeah, bro.
I was overweight. I'm 20 kilos lighter than I am now than I was then. And my in-laws, is family night Monday. There's a barbecue on. So me and John and barbecue is like husband and wife.
Yeah.
We all
You
we love the
can't
barbecue.
miss it.
I can't miss it.
Of course.
So John didn't eat that night. And everyone's like, what's wrong with this bloke?
So you felt one big club hit on your chest.
Wow.
So you know,
Cranking club.
I want to get to something later. Continue.
So I tried to eat. I couldn't eat. I went home, and I thought it was reflux because I've had that before. And I tried to relieve myself of the pain once, twice. I had 3 showers, nothing.
Pain where, John? In your arm?
No. The pain. I had no pain just then, but I couldn't eat. I couldn't eat, and
Did it feel right?
I tried. It was something stuck in the bottom of my throat. I
Okay.
tried to vomit. I thought that might work. 3 showers later, it didn't work. I promise you, I swear to God, as God is my savior, my witness, is why I say to you, God's hands are in everything. I fell asleep, and I swear to God, and again, I don't want to get too emotional, but somebody nudged me to wake up. It wasn't my wife, man. My wife, when my wife sleeps, she's out like a log.
What the fuck?
Someone nudged me to wake up, and upon me waking up, I'm in a cold sweat, and I've got pain in my left shoulder.
Oh my God.
I go downstairs. Before I go down, I said, babe, I'm going to go to the hospital. She says, I'm coming with you. I said, no, you're not. I said, look at you. You're not going to the hospital. She goes, no, I'm going to the hospital. We go downstairs. I lie in the lounge. I'm sweating, cold sweat. Ambos come.
Is your heart racing now or no?
No,
You don't feel right.
I don't feel right.
Yeah.
And God makes you so you know when you don't feel right. Ambos come, ECG fine, blood pressure's fine. But you know what? We'll take you to the hospital just in case. Now we go to the hospital. Of course, my wife wants to come. This is 2 a.m, huh?
Well,
Concord Hospital. It was a scene out of ER.
well.
Doctors are good looking. The nurses are attractive. My wife and I are having a laugh about it, sending WhatsApp messages to the family at 3 a.m. There's a photo. There's a photo of us in the hospital, and there's all these good looking doctors and nurses. They give me the solution. Tastes like
I never thought of that.
That tastes like Colgate toothpaste.
The dream.
We're not sponsored.
5-star, John.
We're not sponsored by Colgate. Just so, but if they would like to sponsor, please reach out. And they thought it was because it was reflux. Then my bloods come in. Mr. Alten, some news? I said, yeah. You've your blood count is a lot worse than what we thought it was. You've had a heart attack. So my wife and I have gone from laughing. She bawled her eyes out. Bawled.
Fuck me. So you're feeling sweet at this time when you get in the hospital and then
So
they hit you with that.
and this is why we go back to saying what you say to someone is so important. So here I am in a happy, okay mood. Let's get the fuck out of here. I'm done. I got Billy's wedding on this weekend. Fuck, I've had a heart attack. So then the whole process begins. Test after test after test after test after test. You're only 40. You're only 40. You're only 40. Why? So look, again, only by the grace of God, He's given me the lifespan to be there for my wife, my boys, to see them born. I delivered the second one, by the way, but that's another podcast.
I've done
that's
two
part
more.
3.
You actually delivered the second one?
Yeah. So Yeah.
I've done more than that, bro. I'll tell you later off camera.
Yeah, well.
So I think
I stood at the top.
Did you? Nah, bro.
yeah.
Sorry, Bob. I know you're not gonna like me saying it, but yeah, I delivered both two of them.
Yeah. So look, I give my thanks to God and to my wife, because mate, she's 2 weeks, 3 weeks away from giving birth, and she still wants to go to the hospital. She wakes up like a rocket,
Hold on, man.
right?
Soldier.
Absolutely.
Bro, yeah, just before we
anyway.
end this convo, bro,
Oh.
I'll promise to never give you shit about that again, bro. That was fucking... John, thanks so much for sharing that, bro. Really appreciate it, man. We went on a bit of a tangent. Joey, sorry to rain on your parade, bro. We sort of got distracted. Talk to us. Why did you leave the wedding industry, bro?
Now I know how it feels like to be cut off.
Cut off, eh?
Yeah,
Bro,
hey.
see, there you go, bro.
You know what?
There you go.
I'll never do it again.
There you go. I'll tell you what, listen.
There you go.
Now, it wasn't so much why I left the wedding industry. We can get into that later. But what I was saying was, because I have left, I can say things a bit more, with conviction and not worry about any repercussions,
I
yeah?
can't wait to hear this, bro.
But
good.
what I want to ask, what I was saying to John was, he has a certain style. And as I went to wedding, I started seeing his style try to get replicated. Whether it was a certain phrase, whether it was the tone, like tones were starting to get played around with, and I'm thinking to myself, when did this bloke start talking like this?
I get that quite a lot.
So it is a thing.
Look, I don't know whether it's a thing or whether people are just used to me doing something first or being first to market with something. But people say to me it's the ultimate form of appreciation when someone copies you. I disagree.
I don't like it.
It's
Saying you should be flattered.
yeah.
man,
I'm not flattered. No.
yeah, and of course.
Far from it.
Of course. Yeah.
Absolutely not. I'm not flattered at all. I just think that people should find their own way. People should find their own meaning to what they're bringing to any craft. And I think there are a lot of people across a lot of parts that are shitting on people's craft. It is simple as that. And to tell you something else, I'm not in the wedding industry, right? I'm in the John the John Alten industry, trying to hustle.
I love that answer.
And I've been born with a gift. Again, God, His hand on me. I've been given a gift, and that gift happens to be in the wedding industry, or as it is this week twice, in the corporate industry.
I was going to say, you don't just do weddings, bro.
No, I do a lot of corporates.
You do a lot of corporates as well.
I've done voiceovers. I did the NRL for a bit.
There you go.
So
What do you mean?
Ground announcer.
Yeah, bro.
Where?
I know what stadium, but he did do it.
The last game I did was when the Roosters played the Eels at Allianz many years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro. I've actually heard your voiceover work on people's voicemails. Corporate companies actually ring you up.
I've done a few of those.
Yeah. Saying they're not available, please.
So yeah, I'm not so much in the wedding industry. The work I get comes from people getting married, yeah, and weddings. It doesn't mean I'm in the wedding industry.
Yeah.
It's like any event person out there. They're not just in the wedding industry. They do corporate events, launches.
So can you talk freely? Is that what you're telling me?
Have you known me to hold back?
No, I don't want to put you in a position where...
Fire away. If I think it's going to be something that's going to cause an issue. Look, podcasts are not made to be bulletproof. Podcasts are made to be all things for all people. So we talk. You ask.
Okay.
I talk.
I have a question.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this, bro.
Has the wedding industry become an absolute mockery for what it's actually supposed to be?
What do you mean by that?
Okay, what I mean by that is when I got married, and again, I'm just talking from experience.
How long have you been married?
14 years.
Amazing. Yep.
When I got married in 2011, that was the second best day of my life. The first being when St. George won the premiership in 2010.
Oh my God, this bloke,
Jesus,
bro.
I'm not.
I thought you were going to say something else. Yeah.
Mate, I saw Chris Christine the other day. He made me piss my pants.
He's a funny.
He's not normal. He's a
He's-
funny C, isn't he,
he's a-
Joey?
yes.
He's a funny C, lad.
It nearly came out, but it didn't.
Dan gave us a thumbs up.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, Christine.
Shout out to Chris.
Chris,
He's a good boy,
he's
Chris.
a good boy,
Yes.
Mate, I just believe it's become an absolute circus. When I got married, you didn't really have your zafis. And what a zafi is to our non-speaking Arabic audience, we now have these groups, the drummers, the flutes, and that all of a sudden they've become wedding planners.
It's an entry for a bride and groom.
It's and that's
Yeah.
that's all it's supposed to be.
Correct.
And what it used to be, right? And what I had at my wedding, because in 2011 it started becoming
a thing.
a thing, right? Where you had 20 drummers. You know, then you had the sax and you had the flute and you had a guitar. Then you had, fucking Elvis Presley impersonator. It was a joke. And Dad actually pulled me up, God rest his soul. And he said, "Come here, you little flop." Right? He goes, "If you think you're going to get 20 drums to bang on my head," he goes, "I won't come." I go, "Dad, funny you say that. I've booked one drummer and one flute guy."
For the entry?
And I'll tell you who I had.
For the entry?
Yep.
I had 50 at mine.
Yeah, fuck you.
Oh, wow.
I
So
was only allowed 20,
So
but
look at me going off. I didn't even know that. Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
John's thinking, dickhead.
I didn't expect that
Dickhead.
from John. Anyway.
But
Yeah.
I wanted none.
Okay,
I wanted
we'll
none.
talk about it.
I'll tell you who I had.
Yep.
I had Maroon Azar on the flute.
God rest his soul.
God rest his soul.
Mhm.
This man was
OG.
the OG.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I had his son Shay Ben on the drum.
Big cigar guy. Shout out to Shay Ben.
Yeah, Shay Ben,
Love
mate,
him.
and he's actually a big supporter of our show.
So we should be.
But let me tell you, let's put God rest his soul, Maroon. I'm on Maroon aside.
Mm.
He's just a gentleman through and through. Let me talk about Shay Ben, the way he held himself with that drum. He wasn't a clown jumping up and down. You know what I mean? He held it like a gentleman. He held it like a man.
Mm.
The way that instrument was actually built to be played. It wasn't built to be played with somersaults. So what pissed me off, John, right?
Yep.
Was my value as a DJ.
Okay.
I used to get booked.
Mm-hmm.
The bride and groom used to come to my house. I used to sit down with them and give them the run sheet. We used to go through the run sheet together.
Your MC didn't do the run sheet for
Yeah,
you.
that's
Right.
what I was going to say.
You're talking 2011, John, first of all. Second of all, you're not talking John Alten,
Right.
right?
You love a run sheet, eh?
I most of the times, there would be no band, right? So who's bringing the sound?
You were.
I'm bringing the sound.
Oh, we doing DJ all night? Or
yeah, all night.
Oh,
all
so
night.
No band.
No.
Okay.
And they used to sit there.
Done one of those on the weekend.
They used to sit there and bargain my price.
Mm.
Oh, $800.
That's cheap.
Fucking
Huh?
peanuts, bro.
That's cheap.
Yeah.
Bro,
If I was
you're going to scare people away from booking me, bro.
if I was Billy B, yeah, but hang on, you're talking 15. You know, no, this is before I even was married.
Bro, it took me 20 years to charge what I charge now,
You're
right?
talking, you're
a
talking no,
disclaimer.
but I'm talking early stage,
Yeah.
right? Bro. There's gigs where I got paid $2,500, no problems. We're not talking about those ones. Those people are the ones that knew my value, knew my service, appreciated, and paid.
Are you saying $800 with sound?
Eh?
Are you saying...
No, I had my own sound.
Okay.
Right,
that's
I
cheap.
wasn't paying for a sound guy. It's
Okay.
my own sound.
That's
So,
cheap.
so can
Right.
I chime in here?
yeah.
A couple that are getting married, right? they it's like a horse with blinkers on.
Yep.
All right. You know why they put a horse? You know why they put blinkers on a horse?
So I can't sue.
So no, they can't get distracted by
Okay.
the
Yeah.
mare or whatever the
Yep.
next to it, right? So couples have couples have an idea on what they want to spend money on. Okay, so if I'm at a particular value, then they probably can't see that value because they go put that value in the car or in fireworks or in a DJ, right? They get some big line DJ to come in and they're charging big bucks. They won't book John because John's out of their budget. But the DJ they're paying, not you, others like $4 or $5 grand is in their budget. But can I tell you, that's not for me to question. And again, I'll tell you, my wife is the one that's that sounding board for me. And I've learned over the years to think like this. If you do not value yourself, no one's going to value you. If you're going to start chopping and discounting like a $2 shop, then people are going to see you as a $2 shop.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I've learned to maintain my pricing, not because of arrogance, it's because of my experience and because I am different to everyone else. Whether they choose to copy or plagiarize, it's up to them. I'm not here to keep track of who does what, where, and how. Bob Marley said something once, right? And I'll put this post up, I think last year. People copy me so much that they've even copied my mistakes. Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it for a second, right?
That's heavy.
So, and I've got quotes at home in my office. It just reminds me whether I'm fucking amazing, but if I'm fucking amazing, then I've got to bring it. And the arrogance you spoke about earlier, that arrogance is not. People mistake arrogance for passion and for
Confidence.
For confidence. All right. So when I put on this suit of mine, I'm on. It's my cape.
It's your cape, yeah.
Yeah. It's my cape. That's why I'm 100 miles an hour making sure things happen.
John, bro, you've been in this industry for a fucking very long time, mate.
Yeah.
You've seen people come, you've seen people go, you've seen people last long.
Yep.
But not last long. Bro, I like to think I've been doing this for a while as well.
Sure.
Now,
Now you're a DJ
Yes.
who happens to get bookings at a wedding.
correct. I'm not a wedding DJ.
Correct.
I'm actually a nightclub DJ that gets booked at weddings a lot.
Mm.
And I still play in nightclubs. I still play the big events in Sydney. I still do a lot of things. Anyway,
Correct.
that's not the point. I'm not going to put this on me. If I'm a bride and groom and I'm booking John Alten,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not just booking an MC. I'm booking John Alten because I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm getting when I book John Alten.
Yeah.
I like to think when people are booking me as a DJ, they're not just getting a DJ, they're getting Billy B. They know what I bring. They know what John brings. I've actually had the reason we're having a laugh about money and pricing and all that sort of stuff, and you were saying something about there's people undercutting and trying to get the job. I was actually undercutting without even knowing.
Mm.
So what happened once, I'll tell you the story. And I ended up rustling some feathers. Like people started actually talking about me saying, Billy's winning. I wasn't charging cheap either when I was undercutting, yeah. People saying, oh, Billy's getting all this work. People were talking. I got back to me. I didn't care anyway. This was after the fact that I found out I was undercutting. I sent off an invoice to a wedding planner to get paid. The first time ever working with him.
I'm going to bite my tongue. Yeah, go.
No, it's not bad.
Why are we biting tongues?
It's not bad. No, it's not bad. It's a good mate of mine. It's not bad. It's not bad. He actually done me a favor. I sent him my invoice after COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I sent the invoice. He looked at the invoice. He goes, bro, is that all you charge? I go, man, I'm thinking it's fair. It's nice. It's a solid wicket. No, English only, no sound, nothing. Just go in, do. Is that all you charge? I go, yeah, bro. It's pretty solid. It's pretty decent. He goes, bro, I'm paying people with half the experience you have, and they're charging me
Double the price.
an extra $400-500.
Well, good on him for telling you that.
That's exactly right.
100%.
Should I give him a shout out? Should I give him a shout out?
Was he paying the invoice?
Yeah, he was. Simon Tayoun. Shout out to Simon Tayoun, bro. He actually said it to me straight out. He's a good man of mine, Simon.
And good on him.
He did. He goes, Billy, bro, you're selling yourself short. He goes, I'm paying people $500 more than you. Because, bro, like I thought I was being fair. Okay, then after that, bro, I said to myself, I'd rather do 2 gigs a month. I get what I'm worth for it, than do 4 gigs a month and keep myself busy and make the same money. And bro, and back to what I was saying with, and this Musalibi, I had no problem because people know what they're getting with me, and 100% people know what they're getting with you, and that's hence why I booked you for my wedding. I knew what I was getting. I'm not booking an MC, John.
But
I'm booking John Alten,
and you're booking an experience as well.
Exactly right.
But look, I will say, I'm not all things to all people. I'm there, and you got to accept that.
Yeah, of course. Same as me.
Put budget aside, I could be and I've come to accept it. At a while, it was hurting me quite a lot, not financially, but mentally, it was pissing on me because I'm thinking to myself, man, what have I done wrong to these people? They should be booking me to do their wedding. But you know what? You got to move on.
Yeah, bro.
I'm not for everyone, and nor should we think that way because that's again, and we're going to keep bringing things back to the mental state. That's where you, as a person in the industry, that's how you get stuck back there and not move that way.
Have you ever copped this one, John? When there's like a big wedding on for the weekend, and then
Yeah.
you're not working it, and then someone says, "I thought you'd actually be there."
Oh yeah, I get it all the time.
I get that all the time too. But I don't. Yeah, same. I don't
But
care.
can we talk about the?
You wanted to shoot off some mad questions.
Yeah, go, go.
But
Sorry, Joey.
let's talk about the state that the wedding industry is in. You know, with the whole
I think it's overdone.
the talk behind the scenes.
So let me preface by saying the wedding, and I want to all due respect to everyone out there, the wedding industry isn't about Arabic people. The wedding, people getting married, there are people of different cultures getting married on the weekly, and a lot of them are mixed weddings these days, right? So the wedding industry you may have seen is probably just a small part, being from the Arabic speaking background, right? Which is fine. But overall, the reason why weddings have become what they've become is because of social media. And you get a lot of brides and some grooms who all they want is to show. Not everyone. A lot of weddings, in fact, the biggest weddings out there that we don't see are on the quiet for a reason, because the couple and their families have gone, we'll spend whatever it takes on this particular event, but do not share it.
That's proper.
100%.
That's proper.
And I've got people who I've worked with for many years who are planners and stylists, and they have clients that you and I would dream of working for, but they've respected not to advertise this particular event.
Bro, I don't want to be a hypocrite here. I was that guy. I fell for the trap. I wanted all the big names. I wanted all the big names at my wedding. I thought it was a thing.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, bro, I'm going to say straight out, I was one of those guys. But as you get older and you realize, bro, there's a way to do it.
And look, if you think about, I went through it. I'm going through it now with a few couples. I had one couple who came and saw me, and I sat with them, came up with the idea, sketched the floor plan. Mate, I was buzzing. I was 100 miles an hour. I've got this. Bam, it's going to happen. I give them my fee. They're happy with that. I give them the idea. They're happy with that. And I give them a budget for flowers, right?
This is like when you're planning it, you're designing it.
But this is my first meeting, and I go overboard because the person planning your wedding, you're going to talk to them, if not daily, then at least twice or three times a week.
Yep.
Right? So I said, here's the budget, what I think you're going to spend. 40K will be on flowers. 40K.
Heart attack.
So what was her answer? No.
I want more.
The opposite.
Oh, well.
And if I tell you what the response was, then it answers why you think weddings have gone to shit, or the wedding industry is at shit. And that's because her answer was what?
Her cousin
No.
the week before had spent 80K.
Worse than that.
How bad can it be, bro?
Is this going to make my wedding go viral?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
See, this
bro.
guy, he's animated today. He's on
Oh,
fire.
bro.
Yeah, he's loving this. No, but he's loving. He's laughing because I don't know. I'm fucking this.
I'm not surprised anymore, bro.
So
Nothing
when you-
surprises me anymore.
This makes my skin crawl.
So when you say John runs amok, I ran amok, and I said, look, tongue in cheek, I was being facetious, and I said to her, I'm not going to say the person's name. I said, if you want it to go viral, then you got to spend more money than that on flowers.
Why'd you hit her up?
The next morning would have been 8:30, 8:35 in the morning, yeah? 8:35.
She would have pumped her fiance
John,
the whole way home.
John and
Yeah.
so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. She goes, you've got 2.5 times the amount.
On what? On flowers?
2.5 times 40
Oh,
is 100 grand. And to be honest with you, I was struggling to spend 40.
Too much, eh, bro?
Her partner calls me and says, John, what the fuck? I said, bro, I'm being facetious. He goes, I know you're being a smart ass, but she thinks you're being serious. I said, I'll call her and let her know. Anyway, 2 weeks down the track, he called me and goes, John, we're done. I'm not marrying the girl.
No.
Oh.
He goes, she thinks he's a plumber. She goes,
What the?
he goes,
No disrespect to plumbers.
do you know how many holes I've got to dig with my boys to pay the wedding bill? And look, and kudos to some of these guys, a lot of the guys at the moment, right? They're not resting on the laurels of their families to pay the bills.
Of course.
Them and their partners are paying the bills themselves, and I get that all the time, which is great. And that's why I respect people's position on whether I'm in their budget, not in their budget, or they don't care if I'm 50 grand or
So there's a wedding I want to mention.
Yep.
Right.
Here we go.
Here we go, bro.
And I'm gonna say it for what it is.
Here we go.
And a shout out to a very close friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Memorable events.
Okay.
He's James Kasifi and his wife Sharon.
Yep.
Right.
The most beautiful people you'll ever meet.
Yep.
They do great work.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes get overlooked because they don't have 150,000 people following them.
Sure.
Right?
Yep.
Can you agree with that?
I would
Okay.
somewhat agree, yes.
So then they got reached out to by Jasmine Mitwali, that TikTok influencer.
Yep.
Right?
I'm not commenting on this one, okay?
Don't comment.
Okay.
Wait. Why? Were you there?
No, but I know the family.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Done.
cool.
All right.
You can go inside if you want.
So I wasn't
I'll just move the mic.
I wasn't there, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so they weren't paid $1 for their services, right?
Who wasn't?
My mate, memorable events.
Right.
They weren't paid $1, but that was the agreement, right? So they looked at it as an investment.
Was it their first wedding they did?
No, absolutely not. But it was their first influencer wedding, right?
Okay.
So you're talking someone 500,000 followers, whatever it is, right?
Yep.
They've made a business decision, John. No one can say anything to them. They've made a business decision to say, right, we won't charge you. And bro, don't be surprised. There's a lot of influencers out there that are expecting a freebie.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah?
Yep.
Oh, look, do you know who I am? And yeah, do it for this. And where do I go? And oh, hey guys, can you recommend me a company that hires cars? And
Yep.
They run amok,
Yep.
right? They had an agreement where they won't charge for the arrangement, right? But she was going to plug them. She was going to do a video with them. She was going to do all this social media with them
Sure.
to push their business brand,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
They apparently split up the day of the wedding.
Okay.
Everything gets deleted off their social media.
Mm-hmm.
No one gets a look in.
Yep.
No one gets shouted out. No businesses get propelled and put out there.
Yep.
Is that what we've come to? How would you handle it? Let's say you're an MC.
Yep.
Right? And
I've done some big weddings.
you've done some big weddings. Let's say
Yep.
you're an up and comer.
So your friends from memorable events.
Yep. James and Sharon.
Okay, and
Yep.
I'd like to, if I haven't met them, I may have met them, but I'd like to meet them one day.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I would say to them this: I would clearly say to them that they made a mistake from the get go.
What about it? No, it's on. Why? No, we're good.
So you're asking if that's what it's come to. Your friends made a mistake.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I've done a lot of weddings for some very influential people from a long time ago, from recent, but I've always charged for the service. Nobody in their right mind is going to promote you like yourself. No one.
Absolutely.
And those 500,000 followers or whatever this person's got may not all be legitimate followers. So what we've come to in this industry is just because John's got 20, 30, 40, 50,000 followers doesn't mean I'm an influencer. Let's put it out there to everyone, yeah?
I love that word, bro.
Fuck, bro.
Actually, no, that's the sarcasm. I hate that word.
No, you don't.
No, because the way it gets thrown around, John.
You're gonna join? Are you joining the union?
Everyone's an influencer.
No, that's bullshit.
Now she's that there. I'll tell you now, Veronica B. She's actually rage baiting. She's running amok, and everyone's falling for it.
Oh yeah.
She's a marketing genius.
She had an event 2 or 3 nights ago.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm talking about the union.
John,
You joining it?
she's a marketing. She is playing the game.
Smart.
And can I say
perfectly.
And can I say good on her?
Good on her.
Good on her. But here's the point. Is she going to influence me?
No.
No. Is she going to influence you?
But what does influencer mean?
Will she influence someone of 16, 17 years of age?
100%.
Perhaps. Okay, so we scroll through stuff all the time. Whether you're influenced by something, the influencing doesn't mean that you are forced to buy something. It just means that particular person's put a product in front of you that you may have not seen, and you've gone, okay, you know what? That might be good for me. But ultimately, the decision is lying with you.
Yeah, but
So has the wedding? I think the wedding industry has moved a long way from that now. I'll be honest with you, and I think there's a lot of people out there doing what others do, copying what people do, perhaps acting like they do. But at the end of the day, it's like having milk or cream. What would you rather be?
Cream.
Cream.
Creme de la creme, baby.
You got to be cream. You can't be milk.
Yeah.
Right.
it'll go off.
Yeah, it goes off. I mean, cream will go off eventually anyway, but it's got a lot more sugar in it, so it's a bit of
Will last longer.
Yeah, but that's how I am. I want to put myself in the cream category.
All right.
I'm not milk.
So
100%.
I was getting to a stage.
I like that, John.
I was getting to a stage where I was really getting over it. I was looking for a way out. But as you know, bookings are months and months and months in advance,
Yeah,
right?
Sometimes use.
And yeah, exactly. There was some bookings, the following year.
I got an inquiry that day for 2029.
Whoa!
Oh, you beat me. You got 27.
Wow.
I got 27. Fuck, I feel like a rookie.
Nothing.
I'm a rookie. 27, bro. I was flattered. Anyway.
Only one. Only one.
Oh, 28. I lied to you. 28.
I got a
So you tried to find a way out.
tried to find a way out.
Right.
COVID comes,
Beauty.
right? So just before COVID, I'm not going to name names, right?
Joe, not name names.
I know. I'm
No,
shocked.
only because something happened recently that we just spoke about, like,
Oh, yes.
2 days ago.
Yes.
So we'll give the guy a break.
Sure.
I do a function for him.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Wednesday night.
Yep.
It was a family thing.
Yep.
Rings me up. This person in our family is X years old. Family haven't been really close. They're on their way out. We want to do like a bit of a pick me up and get everyone together, blah, blah, blah. Where are you? I go, I'm at work. He goes, do you reckon you can, make this happen? And, I'm going to have a feed and blah, blah, blah. I'll go down. I quickly rush home. I shower, pack my car, drive down, set up. The thing turns into a nightclub. Right? It goes off. It was one of the best nights. Comes to pay me.
Midweeker?
Wednesday night.
Oh, the best. No one expects it midweek.
Comes to pay me. Now, I'm working for this guy week in, week out now. So now I'm his go-to DJ.
Cool.
Right? And he's one of the biggest groups going around in the industry. He comes to pay me. I go, brother, no chance. I just played for your family. Your family is my family.
Good on you.
Right?
Yep.
Books me for an event.
Mm-hmm.
This is now a couple of months down the track.
Yep.
Locked me in. I download the music. I get the run sheet, go through everything, prep it all up. I've got the wedding on a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Rings me on a Friday night. He goes, bruh, my brother's having a gunshot wedding. Throw that run sheet in the bin. He wants you. I go, whatever you want. Done. Do this wedding. So he swaps me out. I'll do his brother's wedding. Comes to pay me. And I said, what did I say, John?
Idiot.
Bro, your brother
He's my brother.
is my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'm making money, John, yeah? So don't think like I'm working for free every week. But there were 2 occasions over, a 10-week period where we're close, bro. You're my brother.
It's a love, yeah. You do a love.
Like we eat together, you come to my house, I go to your house. Like there's a friendship there as well. It wasn't just purely business,
Yep.
right? So I don't charge. Fast forward like 12 months.
Other brothers are getting married.
No, his brother's best mate. So I'm now prepped for a wedding.
Please don't tell me
Right.
your brother's best mate.
No. There's a
I'll
fucking
slap
line.
ya.
No, bro, there's a line now.
Yeah.
There's a line now.
Yeah.
And I made it clear. So when he goes, bro, and I was booked for this cracker wedding at the Paradiso. And I go, bro, like, I actually want to do this one. I know the guy. It's going to be a banger. Because you know when you get restricted at some weddings, don't play this song and don't do this, please. And my mother, she's...
I'm not going to lie to you, Joey. I don't get that.
Because
people know what they're getting when they get me, bro.
Because you get it. It's not about you. It's about the family.
No, I never got it.
You get some cracked ones. So
I get to turn the volume down. That's what I get.
No, I get to turn the volume down too. But I've had like, our grandmothers from Iraq, right? You can't play this song and whatever it is.
Political view.
Anyway, this was like banger. There's no shackles. There's no. What do you mean? Cuz I once done a born again Christian wedding.
Are they allowed to have music?
What do you mean? They are.
I'm actually asking.
You should have seen the list that I got, John. I couldn't play Dance With Me by 112. Yeah.
So they can't play Peaches and Cream, surely.
I couldn't play Peaches and Cream. I couldn't play.
I don't know.
Bro, I couldn't play,
Pony.
I couldn't play Pony. Guys, what do you mean? That was the first one that was sacked. I couldn't play Turn Me On.
What about Thong Song?
I couldn't play
Thong Song,
In
Cisco.
the Club by 50 Cent.
So what'd you play, gospel music?
Because they restricted me if there was a song that didn't even have a swear word, but there was innuendo of some sexual activity. Can't play it.
Not even Rump Shaker?
No, brother. Because, Fresh? Fresh?
Yeah.
She's fresh.
Yeah.
Bro, can't play it.
Oh, my God. Pour it on?
Right? Pour it on. Are you fucking kidding me? I wouldn't have got paid.
Mason, pour it on, mate. What a track.
Anyway, so
track.
Let me. I'm taking too much of the time now.
It's your podcast.
So this is what I've gone. This is what I've gone through, right?
Dan's losing it.
So I'm pushing back, saying, bro, I don't want to do the wedding. It's in Wollongong, blah blah blah. And he goes, bro, I'll pay you X amount. Please go. They want you. Brother, like you said, when they dangle the carrot?
You bite.
I bit. I drive down. I go to Wollongong. This was meant to go from 4 to 10.
Mm.
Yeah? I get there at 3 o'clock. I'm setting up, whatever. Old mate rings me. He goes, bro, go to my brother. He's got the envelope. Grab it. You got to pay the piano guy. You got to pay the flute guy. You got to pay the 3 drummers. There's X amount for you, like I promised you. And the rest, give to me when we catch back up in Sydney. I go, done. I rock up. I go, hey, bro, I just spoke to your brother. Where's the envelope? He done these ones.
Oh, the fake
Macarena. When they start,
the fake haka.
When they start touching their tits.
He done the haka.
Yeah.
He done the haka.
He done the haka. Right. Not only did he do the haka, he was looking for pockets that weren't there. So when I realized he's trying to find this envelope in a place that didn't exist, I knew there's no envelope. So I ring old mate and I go, hey, bro, your brother's running amok. I go, I can't deal with this now, right? He's saying there's no envelope.
Is there boys to pay there?
Yeah, of course.
There's still boys to pay?
Yeah. But again, it's not my show. Deal with it.
Yeah, true. A fucking haka, huh?
Gets to 10 o'clock. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the wedding of blah, blah, and blah, blah. It's been an absolute pleasure having you tonight. Thank you once again for joining us. This is the last song of the night. Please drive home safely. If you have been drinking, choose a better option. Wrapping up the night. Guy walks up to me, the groom. He goes, bro, please, just keep going one more hour.
Oh.
I go, bro. I go, these guys actually shut this room at 10. I go, 2 things. Go ask them if they'll extend it. Second thing, I'm going to charge an extra $250. He goes, done. Goes, they ask, okay, we'll give you to 11. So he's gone and paid them to extend.
Yep.
The venue.
11 o'clock comes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, I didn't even get to welcome to blah. Brother, 1 more hour. I've spoken to him and paid him. You're going to 12.
Why was he paying them?
He's extending the room.
For the staff. He just
Yeah.
staff and all that. Okay. What about you?
Yeah, I've now extended another $250. So now I'm owed X amount plus $500. Wedding finishes. So don't forget, I never used to get paid every week, John. Yeah, because if I'm doing 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 gigs a month, I used to get like lump sums. I do the gig, whatever. I wait till the following week when there's another gig, right? As that gig's about to happen, COVID.
Beauty.
They shut the country down.
And that's a C word I hate.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, big time.
My business gets shut down. Everything got shut down. So I'm now going through COVID, living off my savings. I get to a point where now I haven't worked in 3 months.
It would have been about 3 months straight.
Yeah.
Nothing, yeah.
And I haven't hit up old mate for what I'm owed. I ring him up. So leading up every now and then, hey, bro, don't forget X amount. Yeah, all good, bro. Hey, bro, don't forget. Week later, don't forget. I get to the point where, hey, bro, I actually need it. I haven't worked for 3 months. You know what he turned around and said? He goes, you fucked the wedding.
What?
I go, excuse me? He goes, you want me to pay you and you fucked the wedding?
Word for word, Joey?
Word for word.
I don't fucking believe it.
I swear on my dead father's grave.
Oh, my God.
Settle
Do
down.
not do
Come
that,
on
bro. You'd have to do
How
that.
about that one? Bro,
You don't have to
I
fucking
went
do
fucking
that.
hard.
You don't have to fucking
you
do
know
that.
why? You know why? You know why? Because the emotion comes back every now and
I hate
then.
him, Joey. You shouldn't have done that anyway.
Yeah?
Yep. I believe
How,
it, bro. I
how
believe it.
dare you? How dare you? A, try to ruin my reputation.
How did you ruin the wedding?
How did I ruin the wedding? They
Yeah.
extended the wedding for 2 hours.
Yep.
Where'd he come up with that?
Past the finish. Because what do you mean? The money obviously went up his nose or went in a poker machine or went on a prostitute.
No comment.
There's one of those three things.
Fuck.
Am I saying something wrong?
I don't know. I don't know who the person is.
But-
But this is your
But in general,
but this is your experience.
if
right?
general, if
God.
someone's gonna rip you,
Yep.
if someone's gonna be a scumbag and rip you,
Yep.
they're not gonna rip you because they paid their mortgage with your money.
Mm.
If someone's scum enough to rip you, they're gonna rip you because there's one of the three things.
Is that the reason why you said enough's enough? Was that it?
That was my get out clause. I said, you know what? I hope that money you took away from my daughters
Mm-hmm.
slide down your throat and go down a different esophagus and you feel pain.
Jesus.
Keep it.
I don't even want to know who the fuck it is, bro, to be honest.
Keep it.
I don't want to know.
And that was my last straw. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. Now, I want to ask you,
Mm-hmm.
has this industry done something to you that has made you feel or think, I'm fucking done?
No. I'm done when God says I'm done. Yeah.
That's a good answer, John.
You got to always relate it back to, the things, the pillars that we strive on every single day. We work with every single day. Like I said, God's given me a gift. I'll keep using that gift.
I'm not asking is something made you give it up. Did
No.
I ask that?
No, if
has-
something's turned him off that bad. You've asked
Yeah.
if something's turned him
No,
off that bad
That
to make
so nothing's happened. Name me one fucked up thing that's happened at a wedding then.
Are you sure you want to go down that rabbit hole, John?
Well, you know what? I've had this burning desire to put a book together of the weirdest and wonderful wedding stories.
Before you get to that.
I've got them compiled. I just got to stick it together.
If you do that,
Oh,
if you do that, you know that'll be a banger of a seller.
Brother,
So-
you don't understand what we've seen, especially him.
So I think look, there's a story where anywhere from pork being served to an Islamic wedding.
Yep.
To a bride. I had this one bride, God love her. She was a bigger bride, and she'd walked in and she fainted.
During the entry?
Yeah, during the entry, and she fell and fell on her cake.
Hold on.
So there's no cake. The cake became a pancake.
I literally fell on the cake.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they had to take her. You're right.
You all right, Joey? What's wrong with you, bro?
He just likes the joke. Cake became
I
a
thought you
pancake.
said, I thought it was a metaphor, bro. Fuck.
Or do you know who I'm talking about? Is he all right? Hang on. Is he upset? What's wrong, Joe?
You all right, Joe? What's wrong?
Cuz,
Was
just
it
1 second. No,
you having a stroke or?
no,
I don't know if you're fucking crying or laughing, brother. What's going
brother.
on?
This is a mental health podcast, yeah?
Yeah.
That wasn't a funny joke.
You fucking...
Well, she fell on her cake. We're talking about funny wedding stories, right? And I'm telling you the funny wedding story. She fell on her cake and it became a pancake.
Okay, the actual cake. She fell on the actual cake.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that anyway, bro. There's nothing wrong. She fell on her cake or the actual cake.
What do you...
What do you get your head out of the gutter, bro? Anyway.
Let me tell you the story.
Fair dinkum, Joseph.
Did you have to end it with it?
So,
She turned it into a pancake?
I haven't...
I could have turned it into a pancake. Dan would have turned it. It doesn't matter, bro.
So she was taken to hospital and apparently she hadn't eaten for 3 days to get into her wedding dress.
No.
Yeah. Another story...
Fuck, bro.
Another story...
Maybe you've experienced a couple?
Yeah. Yeah. There's one where a friend of mine was driving a getaway car and he had to stop the car on the side of the road because the groom hits the bride.
Hit her.
Yeah.
What?
King hit her in the
Clocked
car.
that in the car?
Yep.
So what happened after that?
We had to get out and sort out the groom. We had to
So-
restrain the groom.
What the
Had to
fuck
call
you
the police.
That's fucked.
Another story where a groom didn't tell his wife that he'd been married before, and his ex-wife was invited to the wedding.
Get fucked.
She went up and caused a stir. Another wedding which I was at, and I saw a groom, and this is the one where a lot of people have heard, right? But I can tell you unequivocally, it's right. He walks in, he goes through the whole day, right? Listen to the freakiness of this bloke. Goes through the whole day, gets married in the church, goes to the reception, goes, John, can you give me the mic? I said, yeah, Ben, no problem. Hey, everyone, can I have your attention, please? And everyone's gone, okay, great. Groom never talks this early, but tonight I'm going to speak early and finish it early. And everyone's like, what do you know about? I'd like you all to stand. I'd like you all to lift up your chairs. And there's an envelope underneath your chairs. I'd like you all to pick up this envelope from your chairs. Long story short, it's a photo of the bride pashing a guy in a car.
Were you at that wedding? Were you at that wedding?
What, is this a fucking story?
Yeah, bro. This talk of the town, bro. This was big.
This is big.
What
We
year
had
was
that-
that?
So the
Were you
guy,
at that wedding, John?
the guy who she was pashing was who?
The best man.
The best man.
Fuck off.
Brother.
So how did this all come to light? The page boy saw him, or the flower girl saw them kiss somewhere. At a house, at her house, at his house, somewhere. And that's how he got alarmed. So he put a private investigator on them and
Fuck
goes,
me, brother.
Here we go.
Wow. What reception was that at?
I can't say.
Reception?
No,
I
no.
can't say.
I didn't ask for a name.
No, because then everyone's going to put the pieces together and it's not
Well,
worth
bro,
it.
obviously, bro, if you're at a fucking wedding and you got asked to lift your chair in the air, you obviously know what wedding you were at. You don't get asked every day to lift your chair and there's a fucking
We
photo
can't
underneath
disclose it.
it.
We can't
Let
disclose
those-
it.
Who's we, bro? Who involved you? I'm hammering him.
I was, bro.
I think I told him the story once as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Bro, well.
Yeah, look, there's a whole lot of stories, and look, I think every couple is not the same. They're all different, and it's funny. I go through this thing where I ask them a bunch of questions: how you first met, where'd you go out on a first date,
And the consultation when you meet up
your
with them.
first kiss,
Yeah, yeah,
who said I love you first, and how did you propose? I can tell you, not one is the same.
Yeah, well.
And somebody asked me the other day how many weddings I've done, and I counted as of last week 2,768.
Wow.
Oh, fuck, I don't even know how many gigs. How do you remember that? I didn't know that.
2,768 weddings. So and not one of them is the same. So look, and look, Joe, the wedding industry is an industry that is like any industry. It's twisted and turned, however, and by whomever. But at the end of the day, you've got to. The way I choose to deal with it is I stay true to myself, and I don't bother with innuendo or bother with rubbish or bother with people's drama. I'll have a joke with a friend of mine every now and then, but I will not go out there and start slandering people. It's not worth a while.
Can I
I
ask something,
just
Joey?
feel-
Can I ask
yeah.
something? This is a beauty, bro.
That make me laugh.
I know how you operate. When the client books you for MC duties, you have a consultation with them. You sit down, you get to know the couple you see them for the
Yeah,
first time.
absolutely.
Sometimes they go down that little red slide
Yeah.
in your office.
That's
That-
something me and you need to do.
yeah, what?
Well, you,
Go-
I want to
the
go
red-
down that slide.
Go that red slide.
you're both invited down to the red slide.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
John, I just want to ask you, bro. You've seen a lot, bro. Like you said, you've done 2,768 weddings.
Yep.
Have you ever sat down with a couple
And said they shouldn't be married?
and said these guys are not going to last or should not be married?
Absolutely.
How often is it? How often do you get that feeling? How common is it?
My wife and I always have this conversation. She gets freaked out by how good I get by picking him. I'm at probably being right. 70%.
Fuck, so if there was a sports bet account to bet on, you'd be killing it.
I'd be a millionaire.
See, that's sad to me.
Because look, we're now, this is the deeper end of the conversation, and now we're going, well, couples. And look, I'm going to tell you straight up how it is, right? And you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. And not every couple's the same, so please don't come at me with a line. But what I see, all right, the majority of the time is this. And you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, all right? And I challenge anyone to tell me that this doesn't happen. Guy goes out with one girl, two girls, three girls. He's not running amok, but he's living life. All of a sudden, he meets this one particular girl, right? He then introduces that girl to his friends, and she introduces him to her friends. They go out on a date. First date, second date, third date. Now, what possessed that? The question I've got is what possessed that particular person to go from dating multiple girls at the same time to meeting another girl, that particular girl, on a particular night, and then thinking this is the one. He goes to her place, she goes to his place, meets the parents. Then all of a sudden, months down the track, he's got to go, fuck, I've been dating this girl for a year now, I'm going to propose. He asks the question, she says yes. Now, no one's telling you to say yes, but you're saying yes because you're being proposed to.
Yep.
Do you get where I'm getting
Yeah,
at?
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So the whole psyche of people getting married actually excites me. It actually gets my juices flowing because I think people get married for different reasons. And look, if you're going to get married for love, you're an idiot. You can't just marry for love. Love doesn't carry you from here to the very, very end.
What does then?
Commitment.
Yep.
Prayer, commitment,
Absolutely.
God, family. And that's a whole other podcast, which I'm not going to get into right now.
But can I ask you, John? And this is what irked me about the wedding industry.
Yeah.
Right? Because so much time, so much money, so much planning, so much conversation, so many arguments are based around what? The reception?
Yeah.
Or what church you're getting married at?
Yeah.
Or what
100%. Look, and I've seen grooms who you wouldn't dream of having 2 cents into a wedding, all of a sudden want to dictate where they're going to get married, how much they're going to spend,
Really?
who they're going to use. Yeah, I've seen that quite a lot.
Throwing the weight around and they're not putting nothing towards it.
No. They're financially they're putting money into it. But you think because they're a layman, they got no idea. You think they got no idea about weddings,
but they know.
Yeah,
bro.
the guy.
Yeah,
Groomzilla, cuzzy.
they know.
So that's the thing now.
Yeah, bro. Groomzilla. Yeah.
Whereas now I'm seeing, and people say, "Oh, there's trends for weddings. Oh, there's trends. Like, what trends are there?" You've got to make a trend. The trend what you do for your wedding is your own trend. If someone copies it, then they copy it. Like, you can't help it, right? But not everyone can afford the same wedding as the next person. Destination weddings are becoming a lot more special. Then how's the tata and the jiddu going to fly out?
Yeah,
They can't
yeah.
fly, the grandmothers and the nonnas and the nonna, they can't fly out. But you've got to do a wedding these days, not only for yourself, but for your family. And if your family agrees to go overseas, then happy days, go.
Okay, but what advice would you give the couples, young couples that are looking to get married now?
Yep.
And that are about to put themselves in a $150,000 debt.
Yep.
To keep up with the Kardashians.
Firstly, don't keep up with any Kardashian or any Jones. It doesn't work. Do something that suits you both. Do something that actually represents you both, and have an open dialogue with family and friends. There's only one head chef in the kitchen, yeah? So I suggest you do not involve friends to start planning your wedding unless they're a wedding planner. I suggest you get a wedding planner on board. They help quite a lot with negotiation. Do I suggest you go to a one-stop shop and book everything? The answer is fuck no. Book just because you go into a particular group and you walk out there. A lot of they walk into a particular group and they walk out there with sound, lighting, DJs, MC, bands, entertainers, singers, all booked. Why? They're not wedding planners, but is their aim to help? Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not holding anyone back from helping couples. But what I will say is this. When you muddy the water, you start shitting on people's craft.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to be a DJ before I became an MC. Will I go back and become a DJ? No way. Absolutely not. Do I like getting my hands dirty and do renovations for homes? Yeah, but will I do it as a full-time job? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
So it's not a case of staying in your lane. It's a case of knowing what you're good at, what gift God has given you, and running with it, like going with it.
I'm going to hit you with something. And be honest with me. Be completely honest with me.
Sure.
I cannot see myself DJing forever. I can't see myself DJing. I'm saying straight out on camera. I don't think I've got a lot of years left in me. I don't, because it burns me out. From working full time to the sacrifices we both make away from our families on the weekend, it really eats at me.
Yep.
I've always thought about, I'll tell you straight out, I've spoken to you about this off camera as well. If someone like me was to say, you know what, bro, I'm going to stop, I can't DJ no more. I can't do the hours I'm putting in at home preparing music for couples.
Yep.
Because people don't see that. People don't see the 2
No,
hours.
they don't see that.
They don't see the 2. People say to me, "What do you charge more for a wedding than a private party?" I go, "Brother, because I'm spending 2-3 hours in my own time at home,
Yep.
away from my kids,
Yep.
away from my children, from my wife, focusing on a laptop, getting your music in order." People don't see that. I'm charged for my time at home as well, bro, and I never used to. Anyway, what I was about to say, that aside, I know you put a lot of prep into your work prior to the stuff. Let's say someone like me, you know what I'm capable of on the microphone as a hype man, right?
Yep.
Tell me honest, if I want to say, you know what, man, I want to hang up the headphones, but I still want to be involved in this industry, I think I've got a knack to MC. You know what? Fuck, not just me. These new MCs coming onto the scene.
Are we going to go there?
Yeah, I'm going to go there. I am going to go there because I might be one of them, John, and I'm going to tell you straight out.
Yeah, good.
Because I'm going to tell you straight out. Like I'll go straight to the top of the head of the snake, bro. Am I starting to get tired from the industry? Yes. Do I hate it? No, I don't. But there might be. I see an opportunity for myself to one day probably become an MC for a wedding.
And what's wrong with that?
My question to you is, like, I know you, like, what are your thoughts on up and comers coming through? Like, if someone like me was to do it, or someone else that has no fucking idea, that thinks they know what they're doing, coming through.
Do I bite my tongue or do I let loose?
Let loose,
Let
bro.
loose, bro. That's what I fucking asked you. Tell me about let loose on me too, bro.
No.
I'm telling you, yeah.
Here it is, and here it is. Very simple.
Talk to me.
You gotta be your own person.
Yep.
The best hosts out there are the ones that are their own person. Do I take people say, "Oh, who's your inspiration as a host?" There are a few of them. Steve Harvey, I think we said this last time.
Yeah, the last one.
Steve Harvey's one. Kyle Sandlands is another. Carl Stefanovic is another. John Laws is another. But I don't copy them.
Yeah, no, you don't.
And people say, then why are they why do you look up to them? I say because I see how they interact with crowds and how they are behind a microphone. A radio jock is different to a host on a stage.
Yep.
Yeah. Steve Harvey's one of the most prolific speakers you'll ever see. And there are politicians out there like Barack Obama, whether you follow him or not, great speaker.
Yep.
Right? You got to look at the way people speak. And I will say this. Just because you see someone do well, it doesn't mean that you will do well. What will make you do well is the hard work you put in and the fact that you stay true to yourself and be original.
Authenticity.
So if Billy B wants to become a DJ and he comes to John Alten and says, "Can you help me?" What's John going to say? Get fucked? No. I'll help you. I'll show you how to structure a night. I'll help you. You've got more testicular fortitude than most guys that are emceeing at the moment.
Thank you, bro.
So let's talk about the MC.
That's a big compliment.
There's a lot
bro.
at the moment I wouldn't piss on, and that's me because I'm so passionate about.
Yep.
So what are they not doing?
I think you're narrowing it down too much.
Do we have a part 3 and part 4?
Oh, fucking think, bro. How long have we going for, bro? We need a fucking part 3, lads.
Just 3 things. 3 things that these MCs that aren't doing.
They're not being genuine. They're putting on a voice, and they're trying to be all things to all people. That's not how you are.
Yeah, true.
And it goes back to what this podcast is all about. We've got to stand for something.
Yep. I agree, bro.
Like I stand for the craft. I'm so passionate about the craft. It's not funny. And people try and egg me on. People try and he sees it. People try, look at this person trying to do whatever. in the past, did it get to me? Absolutely. But what it did to my mental state was keep me back there. It didn't drive me forward.
Yep.
What drives me is what I come up with when I raise that bar. So the bar is there for me. If I keep the bar at a low level, I'm just playing. I'm playing simple. I'm playing easy.
Playing it safe.
And now, even with my own life in general life, I've had to raise the bar in the last 24 months, maybe 3 or 4 times. And my wife's pushing that bar up as well, because not only we've got to hustle to live, but our sons and daughters see it.
Yep.
Like, Dad's hustling. Dad's working his ass off.
Well, you've actually said that to me. Remember I said to you, I go, bro, I can't leave my family and kids anymore. I'm getting over it.
Oh, fuck.
And then you said to me, bro, shut up. Your kids are seeing you work hard and provide for whatever they want. You
Absolutely.
know what I mean? And I never looked at it like that. I always thought, fuck, I'm missing out on time. But then I go, hang on, bro. You changed your full-time career to allow you the time to spend with your family. So, like, what are you worried about? And then you kicked me into gear once. And I'm like, fuck, John's right, bro.
That is right. So look, like I said, there is a wedding industry as such, but I'm not a wedding industry person. I'm a person with a talent, a gift from God, like I said, and I use it in wherever and however.
It just so happens.
It just so happens.
People that are getting married are
it just so
booking you.
happens. I've done voiceovers. I've done stadium stuff. I've got the big voice. I know it's not a voice I put on.
Bro, I know. I put on a voice. I'm not going to lie to you.
I don't put on a voice.
No, you're good, bro.
And people are different behind a microphone than they are on stage. But if you look at me on the camera and see me on stage, you'll pretty much see the same person.
Yep.
Animated, extroverted, real, raw, straight up, black and white, not arrogant, passionate, and there to make sure a couple or an event is successful.
Amazing,
John.
Look, John.
Part 3 in 3 weeks.
Fuck, we need it, bro. We just tickled
52 minutes. We're gonna end with the parts, because I believe John will be a massive part of our show moving forward. There's nothing wrong, with you popping up, every 6 to 8 weeks, and because there's so much value that John can bring to an episode. Do keep an eye out, because John has actually got his own podcast in the works. That
big things, baby. Big things.
Yeah, so should I have said that?
Things.
That's going to make me work harder to get it done now. So
That's it. Well, you know
what? But you know what? That's the pressure I want to put on you, John.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what? We're not gonna cut this then, right? Because what I'm a big believer of, and people used to say to me, when I used to make a statement about something I'm about to do.
Yep.
People used to say to me, but why are you putting that pressure? Why are you letting people know? What if you don't pull through?
Yeah.
And my response to that was, that's exactly why I tell people, because it holds me accountable. And I'm going to hold you accountable, John, because you do have a gift. Your cause is something close to home for all of us, and you can make a difference and impact people.
I hope so.
So get the fuck moving, right?
Can I tell you what my problem is?
What's that?
My problem is trying to do things perfectly. But someone recently said to me, perfection gets in the way of progress.
Absolutely.
So
that is so true.
Which means get out of the chair and just get it fucking done.
Get it done. And John,
how many times we dwell on it?
That's what we done.
We dwelled on it.
We spoke about it, and then it was just one day I rang him up.
Where was I?
Get your fucking ass to my house now. Now. He goes, what are we doing? I go, we're gonna shoot. So what I done? He was gigging. I was at Gladys's house. So shout out to my sister Gladys Boutros.
I was DJing at Zuffy as well.
Right?
About 6 Scotch and Cokes deep, yeah?
This logo, my sister Gladys Boutros put together.
Yeah, you said that last time.
Right?
She's pretty talented.
We sat at her house. We put it together. I sent it to him. I go, this is our logo. Right? This is our name. I came up with the name.
The next minute, he just sends me a WhatsApp photo. I go, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I go, that's our podcast name. That's our logo. The next week, I rang him, get your fucking ass to my house. What are we doing? I go, we're going to shoot 2 teasers.
From his study at his house.
He goes, what do you mean? I go, we're going to shoot teasers to let people know that our podcast is coming up in the next 4 weeks.
And here we are.
And here we are, bro.
And here we are, bro.
It's a journey, bro. Been a journey.
John Alten, absolute pleasure to have you again, my brother.
My pleasure being here.
Thank you, John. It's been a pleasure, brother. Fuck, I love you. I swear to God, I love you.
I do.
Not so arrogant after
No,
all.
I love you, bro. I just love you,
I
cousin.
love you, John.
Never looked at you like that in my life. I'll just put it out there to the people.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining us on episode 22. Massive shout out to our partners, Mic'd Up Studios.
Dan and Tom and the team.
Dan and Tom. We absolutely love you guys. You guys have really propelled us into a direction that we want to go. And again, if anyone's got a potty and you want to record, hit us up or hit up Dan. And this space and this equipment and this professionalism is up for grabs for anyone. So Mic'd Up, we love you guys and we can't wait to continue this.
Also, guys,
partnership.
please, once again, I said at the start, like and subscribe to our Instagram and our YouTube at the Billy J Podcast. Get those notifications, the push notifications on. You don't miss a beat with us, man. So
Absolutely. We do need to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yep.
Which will then unlock some other doors for us to be able to do what we want to do.
We're nearly there.
We're nearly there. We're working on
organic.
a retreat. It is all organic
It's
growth.
all organic, guys.
Anything you see, like about 14 days ago, we did a thank you for 2,000 followers.
We're nearly at 3.
We're nearly at 3,000. You know, so 1,000 follows in a couple of weeks.
I was in Waikiki. We done it like 2 weeks ago, and then bang, we're nearly at 3, just like that.
These numbers mean so much to us. These numbers mean that we're reaching more people, we're impacting more people, and allows others to jump on board. Like I said, we've signed 6 sponsors already that are jumping on board. We're waiting for 4 more. We're going to have 10 sponsors that are going to allow us to do things and grow this community. We are working on a men's retreat. So it's going to be a 2-night, 3-day retreat, John.
It's going to be good.
Mate, just having a barbecue, a fire, lighting up, cooking marshmallows, having meats, having a drink.
Nothing too over the top.
Yeah, when I say a drink, we're like soft drinks and, you know, we're not on the piss. But we're going to just men talking about what they're going through.
Sharing stories, bro.
Share your stories, share your trauma, and
Get a bit of a workout into
absolutely, there'll be a couple of
activities, yeah.
couple of activities that we're going to squeeze into the mix.
Yeah, good on you.
But we want to do a lot.
And say you should look. Congratulations again to you both. And I think all those that have followed, just if you can influence one more person each, then I'm sure we can get across the line. But I think for the last thing I want to say is, for every male going through a mental issue, there's probably 2 women going through the same thing.
Yep.
Because that woman is holding up that guy, and that woman, that guy's mum is probably worried about him. So we can't forget the ladies,
the women,
ladies
absolutely.
that are by men's side and caring and actually being there for their partners. So kudos to you.
Well, something just off that, John, beautifully said. We know Ranya's your rock, your soldier. Yeah, we know that. I can tell you now, firsthand, fucking Billy's got a soldier in Sandy.
Fuck, bro.
And
Bless, brother.
And
sorry, Sandy, I couldn't do your wedding. My apologies.
Oh, no, forgive you, bro. It's
nearly died. Fuck me.
I'm sorry. I'll never bring that up to you again, bro. I'm sorry.
And obviously my Josie.
Yeah, hey, Josie needs a medal.
A medal.
Fuck.
Bro, she needs to have a statue built.
Bronze.
Bro, I'm telling you.
She's
the Wally Lewis, cuz.
I swear to God.
She's the Wally Lewis, man. I'm telling you.
So the women should realise that they are much more important in a deteriorating male's life than they think.
You know what I love, John? We've got so many female supporters.
Yeah.
So many females, messaging us and
today
empowering us. Yeah.
You see my
Bill got this 10-page essay on what this lady's going through, and
yeah,
you know what I mean. Just
they suffer as much as us, bro.
100%. We push men's mental health because that's what we know best.
Yep.
But absolutely, females' mental health is just as important, and this podcast is for everyone.
Yep.
We love you guys. We appreciate you. This is episode 21.
22.
This is
22, right?
22.
22, Joey.
22.
22.
See, Dan's fucked me up with the numbers now.
Yeah, 'cause of like,
Right? Yeah, it's my fault. Yeah, I know. This is episode 22. That is John Alten. We are the Billy Joe Podcast. I am Joe.
and I'm your co-host Billy.
We'll see you next week.
Take it easy.